Imagine this. You wake up in the morning. You have a plan, a good plan. But then something happens. Your car does not start. Your boss gives you more work. Someone says something unkind to you. What do you feel? Anger? Frustration? Sadness? Almost 2,000 years ago, a Roman emperor named Marcus Aurelius wrote a secret journal. This journal was not for other people. It was for himself. He wrote it to stay strong during very difficult times. In that journal, he wrote a powerful idea. In simple English, the thing that blocks you actually helps you. The problem is not your enemy. The problem is your teacher. Today, we will learn how to turn every obstacle into an opportunity. Wisdom goal. You will learn why problems are not punishments. They are training. And you will learn 3 steps to turn any challenge into a gift. English goal. You will learn the second conditional. This is for imagining unreal or unlikely situations. The structure is if plus past simple, then would plus verb. For example, if I lost my job, I would start my own business. This grammar helps you think creatively about problems. Let us begin. Before we go deeper, let me tell you about Marcus Aurelius. He was the most powerful man in the world. He was the emperor of Rome, but his life was not easy. During his rule, Rome had wars, a terrible plague, and the death of his own children. A plague is a disease that spreads to many people. Marcus had every reason to be angry, sad, and tired. But he did not break. He became stronger. Why? Because he had a special way of seeing problems. He believed that every problem is actually a gift. Every difficulty is a chance to grow. This idea is now called the obstacle is the way. Let me explain this in 3 clear steps. Step 1. Marcus Aurelius said, before you can solve a problem, you must see it clearly. Most people react emotionally. They get angry. They say, why is this happening to me? They imagine the worst. But Marcus says, stop. Take a breath. Look at the problem without fear. Perception is how you see or understand something. Perception is your first tool. Ask yourself, is this problem truly bad? Or is my opinion making it bad? Imagine it is your wedding day. It starts raining. One person says, this is terrible. The day is ruined. Another person says, rain on your wedding day is good luck. And the photos will be beautiful with umbrellas. Same rain. Same problem. Different perception. Marcus Aurelius wrote, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You cannot choose what happens to you, but you can always choose how you see it. Step 2. Seeing the problem clearly is not enough. You must also take action. Marcus Aurelius believed in doing small, practical things. You do not need a perfect plan. You just need to move. Ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do right now? Not 10 things. Not a perfect solution. Just one small step. Imagine you lose your wallet. Your first feeling is panic. But then you use step 1. See clearly. You say, this is a problem, but I can solve it. Then, step 2. Take action. What is one small thing? Call the last place you visited. Cancel your credit card. Borrow money from a friend. Marcus Aurelius said, do not waste time arguing about what a good person should be. Just be one. In other words, stop thinking. Start doing. Action removes fear. Step 3. This is the deepest step. Marcus calls this will. Will is inner strength to keep going, even when things are hard. Some problems you cannot change. You cannot stop the rain. You cannot bring back a lost person. You cannot change the past. But you can always choose your inner attitude. Ask yourself, how can this problem make me stronger? Imagine you break your leg. You cannot run. You cannot work for 2 months. This is a real obstacle. Step 1. See clearly. Yes, this is difficult. But I am alive. Step 2. Take action. I will follow the doctor's advice. I will rest. Step 3. Use the problem to grow. This is my chance to read more books, to call my family, to learn patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men. Difficult times are like a gym for your mind. Every problem makes you stronger, wiser, and more patient. Let me summarize the 3 steps before we move to English. Step 1. Perception. See the problem clearly. Do not add fear or anger. Just see what is true. Step 2. Action. Take one small step. Do not wait for a perfect plan. Move. Step 3. Will. Use the problem to grow. Let it teach you patience, strength, or kindness. When you follow these 3 steps, you stop seeing problems as enemies. You see them as teachers. You see them as the path forward. Now you understand the wisdom. Let us look at the language. Now, let us look at the language we used. In the story about the lost wallet, you heard me say this sentence. If I lost my wallet, I would call the last place I visited. Did you notice the grammar? If plus past simple, lost, then would plus verb, would call. This is called the second conditional. We use it for imaginary, unlikely, or unreal situations. Here is the formula. If plus past simple, then would plus the base form of the verb. For example, if I lost my job, I would start a business. If I had $1 million, I would travel the world. If she knew the answer, she would tell us. Many English learners confuse the first and second conditional. Let me explain the difference. The first conditional is for possible, real future situations. For example, if it rains, I will take an umbrella. The second conditional is for imaginary, unlikely, or unreal situations. For example, if I had wings, I would fly. First conditional equals real possibility. Second conditional equals imagination. Here are 3 examples using the second conditional for problem solving. Example 1. At work. If I lost my job tomorrow, I would not panic. I would update my resume and ask friends for help. Example 2. With friends. If my friend forgot my birthday, I would not get angry. I would tell her how I feel calmly. Example 3. For health. If I broke my leg, I would use the time to read and learn a new skill. Notice something important. The second conditional does not create fear. It creates a plan. You are not saying the bad thing will happen. You are saying, if it happens, I will be okay. I have a plan. Try to complete these sentences in your head. Number 1. If I woke up late for an important meeting, I would blank. Number 2. If my phone broke today, I would blank. Number 3. If someone was unkind to me, I would blank. Remember, there are no wrong answers. Just imagine a solution. That is the first step to turning obstacles into opportunities. Now, we will practice speaking. This is called shadowing. You repeat exactly after me. We will use a famous quote from Marcus Aurelius. Part 1. Very slow. Repeat after me. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Part 2. Slow and clear. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Part 3. Natural speed with a calm, strong voice. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Part 4. Your turn. Say it alone with confidence. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. One quick pronunciation tip. The word impediment is long. Break it into pieces. Impediment. Practice slowly. Impediment. Good. Also, stands in the way. Connects together. Listen. Stands in the way. Try it. What stands in the way becomes the way. Do not worry about perfection. Just practice. You made it. Let us remember what we learned today. Step 1. Perception. See the problem clearly. Do not add fear or anger. Just see what is true. Step 2. Action. Take one small step. Do not wait for a perfect plan. Just move forward. Step 3. Will. Use the problem to grow. Let it teach you patience, strength, or kindness. When you follow these 3 steps, every problem becomes a teacher. Every obstacle becomes the path forward. And we learn the second conditional. The structure is if plus past simple, then would plus verb. Use it to imagine solutions to unlikely problems. For example, if I lost my job, I would start my own business. If my phone broke, I would enjoy the silence. If someone was unkind to me, I would still be kind to them. Now I have a question for you. Write 1 second conditional sentence in the comments. Think of a difficult situation you might face. Then write, if blank happened to me, I would blank. Here are 3 examples. If I failed an important test, I would study again and try harder next time. If my car broke down on the way to work, I would call a friend and breathe deeply. If someone criticized my work, I would listen calmly and learn from their feedback. Write your sentence in the comments. If you want more weekly wisdom, ancient philosophy, and clear English for intermediate learners, click the subscribe button. Click the notification bell so you do not miss the next video. Next week, we will learn from the Stoics about why holding on to anger and regret is like holding a hot coal. Until then, remember Marcus Aurelius. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Do not run from your problems. Let them teach you. Goodbye, wise learner. Go find your obstacles. They are waiting to help you grow.